And it's time for my favorite part. Building time! It's building time! It's building time! As I mentioned, we collected enough to add the first frame, as well as the 4 pins here. And that's already it. Step 46, we add the second blue. We add the second black frame here, which is a bit tricky actually. We got it. Step 47. This one we need later. We add this part here in yellow. And today I really have to search for the parts. That's something new. And we add the same part on the opposite side in blue. Step 48. Here on the yellow side we add one black pin, and we have to add this axle connector here in red. Step 49. We have 110 axle with a black gear, the smallest, no, not actually the smallest, but pretty small, and we add the 10 gear here on the other side. Step 50, we start with a side build. It starts with this L frame here. And we have a brown axle, and we add one gray gear here. Step 51, we add this axle connector. We make sure that this is moving. Step 52. We have a 5 long axle in yellow, and we add one gear here in 10, and we have one of the frictionless red gears here. And we add also a pin connect, an axle connector here on this side. Okay, that's it. Now we add, I don't know how this is called. If you know what the name of this is, drop a comment. But this is actually to shift between the gears. Step 54. We need another blue pin, and we need two half beams here with the length of 3, and this will be attached here to the L beam. Step 55, another green L beam. I only have this one in green so far. And we attached a yellow 3-length beam here. And how is this added now? Here, like this. Okay, step 56 is just turning this around. And Now we add this here on our frame here, and step 58 is just to move it down. With step 59 we now add an axle here which fixes the build that we just attached, and we add another 2 blue pins. Step 60, we add another L-beam, and we add a gray 7-length axle here on the other side. Now we have this part. And we have added this part here to fix this. The outer axles cannot be moved, but here we can already move. Step 62, another 5-length axle and a gray gear. They will be added here on this side. Step 63, we add another gray gear. And this is how it looks after step 63. Step 64, another 7-length axle and frictionless red gear. Step 65, another red gear here, and we can push the yellow axle. Alright, now when we move here, it goes until here. Alright. Now we add a red 6-length axle with a gray gear and a red gear on top. This will be added here. Step 67. We use a lot of this beams in this step. A gray 7-length axle, a small gear. As you can see, we have a lot of gears today. Red gear and a gray one. And this we add here. Now you can see we have also something going on here. Now we have a blue pin axle. We'll search for another connector. Here we go. We add this blue pin to the connector. We need this red piece here. And one more part. This part here. goes like this. That was the wrong way. Okay, here we go. There it is. Step 69. Okay, we now add another connector and we have to push the gray axle through. Here we go. And now it's time for this blue one here, the blue gear, frictionless. Another of this one here. And of course we need also something that holds it. Alright, the blue gear comes here. And here we go, step 70. Now on step 71 we have this part here in yellow. I think this is only available in yellow. This can hold the red gear. And we attach another 7 length axle here. Okay, so second movement we have here. Step 72. Another 6 length axle and another red gear will be attached to this side here. Step 73. We need this one here, actually the correct color, but the L-beam is in a different color. And we add this here and have to push the pin inside. And also we have another gear, another axle. Holding the construction here. Step 75. We have another 6 length axle with 2 of the small connectors, both in red. They will be added here in the middle and fixed with a 5 length axle. And we have another gear here on step 76, and this will be held. So here now we have one axle which can be moved without changing anything in the gearbox, and then we have here the entire gearbox moving. Okay, we add blue pins. And this will be added here on this side. Here we go. Here we have added 2. And now we will have 2 technic bushes on step 78 on this yellow and this gray axle. always check if everything is still moving fine. Step 79. We connected this part here with an axle and this part here in gray. Okay, and we attach this here. A little bit tricky, but yeah, it works. Step 80. We have two connectors, and once again I just see one, and here we have a big connector on this side, and this will be added here. Step 81. We need, it will be sub-built a little bit. We add this in gray and this in gray, another Technic bush, and then this one in dark bluish gray and again in light bluish gray. Here we go, and on this side we have to add one black pin and this white thing, and this will be added here. Okay, step 82. We have to add two L beams with the size of L. I have a white and a yellow one. Here we go. And we have to add 4 of those blue pins. We add it here, and here, here, and here. Here we go. Step 83, and this is the last of the big frames we add to this model. 2 black pins on each side, and we have 1 blue pin here and 1 axle connector here. And this will be now attached to our build. Okay, adding this one is a bit tricky, but okay, we made it. Here we go. Our gearbox is growing. Another 7 length axle to fix all this. And the next sub-build is starting. We have this tiny L-beam. We have a brown axle, another red gear, an axle connector. Here we go. One more of those here. Then we have to add 2 black pins. And we add 1 13 sized L beam, and on this side actually. And we attach this here in our gearbox. Here we go. We have another 7 length axle, and we add this here, and we have to add one small gear here. Step 92. We have the last L-beam for today. We add 2 blue pins. We add a gear, a gray gear here, and we have a black pin. We add a yellow L frame, and we are missing one more gear, I think. Here we go. We have the missing gear, will be added here. The last one of this for now. And this looks correct, and we add this actually here. It's a bit wobbly actually. Step 93. We have a gray axle with a stopper and 2 length beam, one more black pin, this will be added here, and with step 94 we have to add another gear in black here, and the next part will be another pin connector for here, and hopefully next time we will also fix this part here, because as you can see I forgot another part which is holding this one. One moment, I found it on the fly. Okay, now it makes more sense, but still this part can fall. No, it cannot fall off anymore. My bad. Okay, now we can complete step number 94. We just need to add one connector here. Time for step 95, where we have to add the clutch. The rotator. First of all, we need a 3 length pin here and a pin connector, and we add this, I think this way, and another connector, and this part will be added here. And I have to fix this with some 2 length axle. Okay, I guess that looks good. Okay, and we have to pay attention that we add this correct here. Okay. I hope this will work. We will figure out. Step 96, and we add the second clutch. Also, we need to connect the 3-length axle with the connectors, and we add the clutch, and we need... Okay, I found one. Let's add it. And now we have also to add a 4-length axle. We take a black one. And here we have to pay attention to okay, this should be fine here. Okay, step 97, we add just 2 axles. On the other side here, a 6-length axle on this side and a 5-length on this side. Step 98, we just add 2 connectors here. Here we go. Step 99, time for an orange L-beam. And we have just one more connector. Okay, here we go. Okay, I did a little mistake. I have to turn around the pin connector here. And now we add on step 100, we add a blue pin to make it more stable here. Step 101, we start a little sub build here. We need a 5-length axle. Here we go. And we add this piece here. And just a second one. Let's see that we do this correct. Okay. Then it's time for this part here. And the same on the other sides here. Now we add 2 black pins here on the bottom. And it's time for our brown 5-length axle. And now we attach this here. Here we go. Step 100 and Step 107, we have a blue gear, a black axle, and okay, this is a little bit tricky to be added. Okay, I don't know how to add this perfectly. because my fingers are not that tiny. Hooray! We made it! Step 108. Another 6-length axle and this kind of gear here. And we transition to the blue gear we've just added. Alright, step 109. We add one more of those small gears here, and we have to add a one green bar and a yellow thing to stop this here. Step 110. We have this H-beam here, but we start, I guess, with this one first. We add 2 pins. We attach this to the H-frame, and we have a black pin here on the opposite side, where we also attach a blue pin. And this will be added here. Oh wow. Okay, my bad. I added the pin at the wrong position. I was wondering why it doesn't work, but I saw my mistake. Still challenging to add, but possible. Step 111. We have to add 2 gears. I guess one here and one up here for the brown axle. And we are adding 1 connector and 1 blue pin, which is attached here right next to the gear. Step 112. We add 2 pins without friction and the red gear. We do this twice. And we transition here from this gear down to that gray gear here. Step 113. Another H-beam will be added, and we add another pin, and now we have to attach this here to the construction. Works smoothly. Step 114. Now we're adding 1 olive beam with the length of 13 on this side here. And we have 2 pin connectors so that this pin stays in place. This beam, of course. Step 115. We have to add 2 7-length axle, and we have to add 1 here. Is this? No, we have to add 1 here. Okay, they are not moving. And a bit tricky to add because they go through different areas of our build. Okay, here we got it. Step 116. We add those T-beams here. And we have to... oh, we forgot one part of 115. Right, we have to add a blue pin on this side here and one black pin on this side. This is important because we are adding the red T beams here and on this side as well. Here we go. And now we are fixing them with this part here. And 116 is the last step of the gearbox. We actually completed the gearbox. Here we go. That's the entire gearbox of the Lamborghini Sian.